Welcome back. How is everyone this wonderful, wonderful, yet cold Monday morning? Thank you guys all for tuning in wherever you may be, if it's morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to the Monday. Yes, it is Monday, and we all love Mondays, right? Well, hopefully myself, other streamers, whatever you're involved in today can make this Monday a little bit better for you. And we had a raid. Yes, thank you so much, Testuigi. One more time. Thank you so much for bringing over your viewers and followers over to my stream this morning. Yes, it is a Monday, and we're ready to get this week rocking and rolling and underway. Hope you guys, again, are ready for a probably busy, for a lot of you, holiday couple of weeks ahead. Yes, less than a week now until Christmas. It just comes and goes so quickly. So welcome, everyone, to the chat. How you doing, Cubs fans? Steve, good to see you again. Congrats on your, again, win on Gorgo's stream on Sunday. Yesterday, I guess that was, winning your perfect points. And yeah, we've got some news coming ahead, and we've got the Rocky raid. Yes, Testuigi's Colorado Rockies. I believe it was a 92 expansion series that Testuigi is working on. So thanks again so much for rating over. And yeah, there will be an update soon. Erie GM will let you know how we did. And you know, it's just been one of those weeks. Well, we'll kind of keep it at that, but it's been one of those weeks. All right, let's go on and talk about a few things today. This is episode number 40 of my stream so far. It just seems like yesterday. I believe I started streaming on October 29th, right before Halloween. And the trailer on my Twitch channel, I think, was my second or third video. And you see me wearing all the different kooky Halloween hats. Yeah, it's episode number 40 already, as we work our way into this holiday festive season. And again, we all celebrate holidays differently. So whether it's Christmas for you or whatever it may be for you this upcoming week, I hope you have a chance to relax, recharge those batteries, spend some time with family and friends, and of course, play OOTP and watch the streamers, because I've got an announcement coming up in just a few minutes that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for all the recent followers. RK Brass, who followed me yesterday, even though I wasn't streaming. Thank you for finding me, RK Brass, if you're in the chat today. Pinecones 1988. Love that name, especially at this time of year. Pinecones 1988. Michigator. Thank you so much for your follow. And we have a cheese truck in the audience today. Thank you, Cheese Truck 63. Again, if you are, if that is your birth year 63, you are welcomed into this community of many baby boomers and Gen Xers that play a lot of OOTP. And boom, just like that, OK Ranchers, you are follower number 413. Thank you as well for the follow. Hope you guys are going to enjoy the content. There's so many wonderful OOTP affiliates out there. We have all of our, different twists and ways that we present the game. All wonderful, all great to tune into. And yeah, you benefit. If you play OOTP, you get some benefits from watching us streamers, some young and some of us old, as we continue our OOTP journey. As I always do, because I'm up in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I believe a few OOT players are up from the Alberta area. I think Frostcrest is another one, as his Edmonton Whales play in OOTP. It is a nice, let's put this in Fahrenheit, a nice 11 degrees Fahrenheit right now. We got about 3 feet of snow over the last 3 days. And as you can see in the forecast, we're looking at snow on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day. So yes, it is getting down to minus 30 Celsius this evening, and it's going to stay cold all week. So today I'm sporting the, let's get on more of a on chat look here. Sporting the old green athletics uniform. It's the most Christmassy uniform I have for baseball or hockey. So I've got the green going today. And yeah, this is Christmas week. So wherever you are in the world, not sure what your temperatures are like. I always like to kind of check in across the North America and get jealous for a lot of you guys. Steve down there in Florida is at a nice 69 degrees Fahrenheit down by Orlando. If you're in San Diego on the West Coast, a little bit cooler, 53 degrees, 50 in Houston, one of my favorite cities, New Orleans. Yes, Bourbon Street, the French Quarter, the World War III Museum, and a lot of activity. 48 degrees there right now. And Edmonton, you see right here on the right-hand side, we are one of the coldest in North America. The coldest, though, minus 38 degrees Fahrenheit in Whitehorse, which is directly north of where I am, about probably 16 hours directly north. So I could go 16 hours east and meet up with Gorgo for a nice chocolate raspberry coffee, or I could go 16 degrees north and go to Whitehorse and say, hey, I'm in the coldest place in North America right now. Yeah, no, I would prefer the coffee with Gorgo, 100% there. Luke 1111, you're from England. Hey, never. Sometimes it's amazing finding. You just assume everyone's from North America, but 13 Celsius, Luke. That's much better. You're about there's about a 30-degree temperature swing with England and Western Canada right now. And Tessouiji, yeah, you just finished your stream. Go and grab some lunch. Absolutely. I know Tessouiji is out in Eastern Canada. And again, if you haven't watched Tessouiji, make sure you do that. He's streaming a few days this week and usually streams on the weekend as well. And if you want to find out more about Tessouiji's passions and his OOTP play, well, I'll show you a video that might interest you in just a little bit. Well, guys, what's going on? What'd you do on the weekend? Did you go see any movies? I saw that movie, Violent Night. I just wanted some sort of escapism, kind of Christmassy themed kind of movie. So went out and saw Violent Night. It's got I can't remember his name. He's from Stranger Things, the sheriff or the police officer. It very campy, very off the wall. If you ever saw that movie Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton, kind of reminded me a lot of that. It was a fun movie. Don't take your kids. You don't want to take anyone that's probably under 12 years old to that movie, as it is pretty graphic, but in a campy kind of cultish, we talk about cult movies, Rocky Horror Picture Show and things like that. It's going to have a lasting appeal. It's going to have a lot of fans, but it was a fun movie. And of course you got your popcorn and your pop and all that other kind of stuff. So yes, I give Violent Night I'd give it an 8 out of 10 in terms of enjoyability. It was a fun movie. And if you love Christmas Vacation, you remember the mother in Christmas Vacation, Beverly D'Angelo? She's in this movie. So yeah, she's still acting. Haven't seen Chevy Chase in a long time. But yeah, it was kind of cool to see her because Christmas Vacation, European Vacation, National Lampoon movies from the 80s. Oh, they were classics. Some of the best movies of all time. Baseball wise, yes, let's talk a little bit of real baseball here. In the real world of baseball, the Pittsburgh Pirates were busy yesterday. Nick Mears was designated for assignment, and they picked up a card that just somehow is one of those cards you never forget, right? When you're playing OOTP and you open packs and you get a Connor Joe, it's like, Connor Joe, I got another Connor Joe. I think at one point he might have made it up to silver last year or the year before. I think he's an iron card now in OOTP 23. But yes, Connor Joe to the Pittsburgh Pirates for Nicky Garcia. Oh, we've got a crush in the building. Halt. Time out. Time out. We've got a crush. Beverly D'Angelo, really Vanilla Gorilla. Well, you might want to go see the updated Beverly D'Angelo in Violet Night. She looks different. I didn't recognize her until I saw the credits at the end and went, oh yeah, that's Beverly D'Angelo. Today in real baseball news, the Cubs signed free agent Jameson Taillon. Again, another name that we're familiar with in the baseball world and in OOTP. So, yeah, he goes to the Cubs. So, Cubs fan Steve, you've got another pitcher either in your starting rotation or in your bullpen. So, that is, I believe that is the only news so far on this Monday. A lot of things have quietened down since the winter meetings have kind of come to an end. All right, what else do I want to talk about? A little bit later, we will do our Perfecto draft. Yes, my favorite drafts to do. I don't do well in them. I haven't won anything in the Perfecto drafts, but we will do a sunset or sundown, whatever they call them this year. Last year it was El Perfecto. This year it's sunrise and sundown, I believe. So we will do one of those a little bit later. And yeah, lots of things on the table today. Blue Jay wise, got to cover my Blue Jays. I only have to do half the Canadian coverage now because my Expos, decided to move to Washington. But Blue Jays, again, on the 14th, signed Kevin Kiermaier officially to a one-year deal. So he's going to be on a test run in the outfield for the Blue Jays. And they made it official 3 days ago. Chris Bassett to a 3-year contract and assigning Anthony Kay designated for assignment. So not a lot of action on the Blue Jay front. I'm still hoping they can make a couple big moves. They're not quite there yet. They're that fringe team that, is going to be close to a wild card, maybe make the wild card. But in my opinion, the door is open now. They need to do something now because when the big guys reach the end of their contract, I think they're going to go to, no pun intended, greener fields. Vlad Guerrero Jr., just like his dad did, leaving the Expos. I think he's going to go to a big market team. Not that Toronto small market, but I think some of these guys will leave Toronto. So that window, just like it was in 2015 and 16 for the Blue Jays, is now. So I'm hoping they can add a couple more arms at least to the pitching staff. OOTP news. Let's find out what is in the OOTP perfect team world. Yesterday, the 2053 World Series. How quickly time flies. Yes, the 2052 World Series, 53 World Series between Puyallup Vikings and the Alston Wolf Spiders, and it was a nail biter. Alston was up 3-2. Puyallup tied it 3-3, and then the last game for that nice trophy and prestige and bragging rights went down to the 8th and 9th inning. And Puyallup, a former victory champion, won. I'm not sure if it's the 3rd or 4th of their perfect team trophies, but they pulled it out in 7 games. Also, for many of you that play the game, some disappointing news, at least for now. But on the OOTP development website, Marcus, very involved in the game, the originator of OOTP, posted a message, and if you haven't seen it yet, basically saying that the parent company of OOTP, because OOTP was bought within the last year or so by Com2 US, and the Nippon Pro Baseball League have asked OOTP to remove all the data concerning the unlicensed league from OOTP. So as of now, the Nippon Pro Baseball League and everything related to that, images and all that kind of stuff, will be out of OOTP. They will put a patch out in the next 24, 48 hours, according to Dishnet, and that will be taken out of the game. But Marcus does say we do hope that they'll find a way to put it back into OOTP. So hopefully it's a short-term thing. Existing saves are not altered, so nothing will happen if you have any Nippon Pro League games saved. You can still play those offline. It's just, streamers and for advertising and things like that cannot promote the Nippon Pro Baseball League. So yeah, that was some news we got today in the official OOTP channel. Let's see what they got going on their Twitter. Yes, Argentina. If you've been watching the World Cup yesterday, Argentina beat France, I believe, on penalty kicks. And of course, Messi being the most popular player probably in Argentina, or the most name brand player. Congratulations to Argentina. And the Twitter page said, did you know there have been more MLB players born at sea? Someone was born on a ship. I'm not sure who that was, than in Argentina. So yeah, I find that hard to believe that no Major League Baseball players born in Argentina. So if you're thinking of doing a theme team, don't pick that one. You're not going to do very well. So congratulations again to Argentina. The World Cup is always watched by billions of people across the world. And yeah, pretty cool. That event now has wrapped up. Also, as EVC pointed out on his channel on Friday, and others have mentioned as well, you can now go into the web and you can look up any team that you had running in any perfect team version. So you can go, and I'm going to put in the Rocky Mountain Gladiators. Let's make this a little bit bigger. You have to type in your team name though. And this is just one way to get to it. You can get to it from the OOTP official site. If you sign in there, you can direct yourself to it. But this one here is just the one I have up right now. Once you type in your team name, you can see all versions of your team name. You click on one of them. It shows you all the different stats. So this is the Perfect Team 20. So I went 8,851 wins and 8,975 losses, so almost a 500% winning percentage. You can check out the team cards that you had, and just be patient. Sometimes it takes a while to load, a little bit slow. Could be my internet. You could check out the league history. I'm just going to go. There we go. So it shows all the different seasons, and you'll see the Rocky Mountain Gladiators were in gold and diamond. A lot of times we did make perfect, towards the end of this version of the game. In fact, the last 3 years, the Gladiators were in the perfect league, and all the way down to the very beginning when we started off in Iron. So pretty cool. You can see all the different years that you played that game. And probably the most fun thing to do is to go and look at the cards that you owned. See if I can make this a little bit bigger here. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of cool to look back. They have them in order from highest to lowest. And you can go through and look at all the different card art. Alex Bregman, 100. He was a perfect back then. Randy Johnson, Roger Clemens as a Blue Jay, Mel Rojas as an Expo. Very cool that you can go back and do that. For me, I enjoyed looking at the oldest version of the game, PT19. Again, taking a look at my stats, taking a look at the league history, how my team did. A lot of diamond play, some perfect play. Yeah, cool looking at that. So you can get lost very easily in looking at your perfect team history. So thank you to the OOTP development team for allowing us to do this. I'm shocked. I only had, in the first version of the game, I only had 2 perfect cards, a Mookie Betts and a Jacob deGrom. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked with that. Mind you, this was released really late. They didn't really get a full version until Perfect Team 20. So my best historical player was Ty Cobb. And I don't think as of right now you can click on the card. I don't think you can do that. But all the way down to the 40 level cards or the 50 level cards. So again, very cool that you can do that. I did have one card I wanted to show you. I can't remember what year it was. Maybe it was 20. Go back into this one. Bear with me for a second on this Monday. I don't think the first version had cards in the 40s because I wasn't showing any. This one did. Ah, there he is. What a great, great historical name. I don't think we've seen this card in the game other than this one time. Where did he go? Where did he go? There he is. Unsung hero, starting pitcher, Sugarcane. Yeah, pretty cool. From the A's back in 1933. I forgot there was a Major League Baseball player called Sugarcane. So again, guys, if you do want to check that out, I will leave a link in the Twitch chat in just a bit. Let's get on to some other news. The new cards this week. Yeah, how are you guys doing on the new cards? Well, first of all, most of you are probably going for these Platinum 4. These are my targets right now. I want to collect as many Platinum 4 as I can because missions will be coming out probably in 2 to 3 weeks. Probably early January is my guess. And the toppers for the missions have always been cards that are playable and long-term playable. We are going to get a really good Platinum 4 series card. So if you have perfect points, if you open packs, keep your Platinum cards, especially your gold, your diamond, your perfect, because we are going to get that elite topper that is going to help your team out really, really good. Or as Luke says, yeah, you can play a game of overcutting on the buy orders. I'm seeing a lot of that. Trying to get some of these elite Platinum cards. They're hard because it's tough to pull the diamonds and the perfects out of the packs. The new ones from this week, though, that Dish announced on Thursday. Have you guys pulled any of these yet? I don't know if a lot of these are playable. I'm going to be honest with you, especially once you get to Diamond. There's just too many meta cards out there right now. So not sure if a lot of these are going to be playable beyond Gold, other than your perfects, your Brian McCann, your Cliff Lee, your Jacob deGrom, which I think is a really good card, your Kenley Jansen in the bullpen. But it's still early. I haven't heard a lot of reports on how these high diamonds are doing. So have you guys pulled any of these yet? Do you have any of them playing on your team this week? Let me know. Put it in the chat there if you're using any of these new cards. So the theme was the 2000s, and these were kind of some of the elite players from the last 20 years. You just need one gold. Plat 4, diamonds hard to come by. Yep, diamonds are really hard to come by. I've been fortunate to pull a couple in packs. I pulled one perfect Plat 4, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. You might remember when I pulled that one. Also, if you are trying as a new player, this is geared towards the new viewers. If you're a new viewer, and I thank you again, all the new followers. Hey, Fabtron7, thank you for the follow. Fabtron, I think you are, if you're still here, are you from my neck of the woods? I thought I see your team names, and I thought you were maybe from my area. Maybe someday, instead of me driving to get a coffee with Gorgo 16 hours, maybe we can have a coffee. That'd be cool. But thank you, Fabtron, for the follow. Rom3 Souk Bandman 5 MC. That is a mouthful. And J, is that J or I? J, I think, underscore Sam underscore. Thank you for the follow. You are follower number 417. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good week leading up to Christmas Eve, Christmas, and then New Year's. If you're new to OOTP and you want to earn free packs, there's many ways to do that. Gorgo always shows you on his stream on Sundays how to get a free standard or a free gold pack simply by doing a little 1927 Yankees competition. Fairly easy to do. Takes about 10 minutes. You can get free packs that way. You, of course, get free packs by watching affiliates like myself. And you can get free packs by playing tournaments, which I highly recommend. If you're new, I get a lot of my packs from Ace of Bronze and Ace of Iron. So on my YouTube channel, which I'll put in the chat, you can. Well, we need to ban that one. We need to take that one off. I don't want a special promotion, but thank you anyway. So if you are new and you want to try and earn free packs, play tournaments, build up a team, and the packs will start rolling in. We'll talk more about this and some other exciting news coming up this week right after the break. Stay tuned. Thank you guys again for tuning into the episode. We'll be back in about 90 seconds. All right, we are back. Hope you got some good ads. And of course, if it wasn't for Twitch ads, we wouldn't have Twitch and Twitch streamers. So yeah, I know it's the same thing with ads. It's just like, oh, okay, they're kind of disruptive and things like that. But most of the streamers try to time them so that you don't miss any content. So thank you again for sticking around. Almost 200 people here in the chat right now. And Cheese Truck 63 said that he pulled 3 of the new diamonds. Excellent. Cool. You're playing them because that particular team is bad. I hear you. Sometimes you do that. And these cards should be helping. I find platinum cards really are the better of the cards. Of course, your live cards tend to be the worst. Some of the mission cards, some of the new releases aren't that great either. But the plat cards have been pretty good right from Platinum Series 1. Most of those cards you can find a purpose for, whether it's iron tournaments, diamond tournaments, low diamond, whether it's your regular franchise league play. There is a purpose for a lot of the plat cards. They are probably my favorite cards. And then Cooperstown has a lot of really good cards. The Cooperstown mission, especially the latest one, most of those cards are playable, including, of course, the toppers. So yeah, get as many of those plat 4 as you can. So before the break, I was telling you about the video I created updating my one from 5 months ago on building up a really good bronze team. And just this morning, I posted up my iron, Ace of Iron tournament play video where I show you my team. We look at some results. We look at how some of the players did. And if you're new and you want to earn free packs, because I get somewhere between 60 and 100 packs a week, as many people do that play these tournaments. That's a lot of packs in a week, 60 to 100 free packs just by creating an easy team to play in these tournaments. Bronze, iron, silver, there's lots to choose from. And you might need to invest anywhere from 1,000 perfect points for iron leagues up to hundreds of thousands of perfect points for the higher level tournaments. But again, it's a nice free way for you to earn packs. So again, I put a link in the description. You can check out my YouTube channel. That's where I started before coming to Twitch. I was kind of a new YouTuber. I just started making videos back in May and moved over to Twitch when I saw they had an affiliate program and I could help people like you out earn packs. So on my YouTube channel, Simulation Gaming Digital Realities, I have all my OOTP content all the way back down to May. A lot of it is following the Rocky Mountain Gladiators, but I do have a 10 series set of tutorials for new players. I call it OOTP for Dummies. Remember those books from the 80s and 90s? You're not a dummy. It's just a name brand that I used. So I have a 10-part tutorial series on how you can improve your defense strategies, individual sliders, how to fine-tune your roster. And again, that was 4 months ago. You may need to do a little bit of tweaking, but it's a good starting point. And of course, all my Twitch streams, or most of them, I put up on YouTube after the fact if you want to see any of the older streams. And my interviews. I did an interview with a couple of affiliates, Yuka and Tetsuiji. We talk baseball. We talk about their passion for other games that they play. So you can check out that video. And that one's doing really well. It's got over 600 views. So excellent. Thank you guys so much for supporting me on Twitch and for checking out some of my YouTube content. But highly recommended if you want to build an Ace of Bronze, Ace of Iron team. I give you some hints, and feel free to copy mine. I don't care. I copy other people's strategies and advice that are posted. Feel free to do that. And yeah, if you win some packs, let me know. I'm always curious if these videos help any of the new players achieve some success. So again, that is the YouTube channel. I think I just recently posted it. Let me put it one more time in the chat if you want to check that out. All right, let's get into some exciting news. I'm going to go bigger screen here. Yes, some exciting news this week and next week. You probably know some of it already. Of course, I usually do my giveaway on Thursdays. Really? The best bronze tournament team is made up of live irons? Oh, either I'm missing something and I need to try that out, or you don't want a lot of competition. one of those two. But maybe, yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried all live irons. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So you can take advice of chat, or you can go watch those videos on YouTube and try them both. See which one works. I definitely know that Torg and Really Vanilla's advice is cheaper to build that team. I can guarantee you that. You can probably build that team for 300 perfect points, bare minimum. So typically, again, guys, I do my giveaway on Thursday, but I am changing it this week, and my giveaway will be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my 10,000 perfect point giveaway. So if you're a new follower, if you're new to the channel, once a week I give away perfect points. And this week it is going to be Tuesday because something else is happening Thursday, which we'll get to in a minute. So tune in tomorrow towards the end of the broadcast. I will do my giveaway for the 10,000 perfect points. You guys and your shenanigans in the chat. Most of you know that it is double the drops up until January the 1st. So I'm not sure if it probably does include the first because that's a Sunday, but for the next 14 days, watch the affiliates. Any time of the day, there's usually someone streaming. You can find announcements in the streaming part of Discord, or if you follow people, you'll get messages. You just got to click that little bell. So if you follow me on your Twitch, there should be a little bell at the bottom. Click that little notification, and then you should get like a text or notification when I go live. So if you do that for a lot of the affiliates, you can hop on, and it is double the drop. So you will get a standard and a silver pack. You will get 10 packs a day from watching the affiliates. And if you watch an official streamer, TJ on Tuesdays, Dish on Thursdays, Fridays, Sundays, or sometimes Rich Grisham comes on. If you watch one of the official ones, you'll get another 10 packs. So for instance, tomorrow, whether you watch me or Tessuigi or whoever else is streaming tomorrow, and then you watch TJ Lowerman at 9 p.m. Eastern, you'll get 20 packs if you hang in there for the full 3 hours. So great way. Again, yes, you can earn them from the tournaments. You can earn them from login rewards. You can earn them from mission rewards. But this is an easy way. Just turn on your Twitch, put the video on, and watch the packs come in. So if you weren't aware of that, now you are. Oh, TJ, thank you, Bailey. That's why I love you guys. You guys are the best because you update me on things I'm not aware of. So TJ will not be on tomorrow until the new year. So you're going to have to catch Dish. I think Dish is the only official streamer. The hockey guys do theirs on Wednesdays, but they don't have drops because they do the FHM. But you guys can watch Dish Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and sometimes he's on Saturdays if there's a big tournament that they do. So check that out. Earn your free packs. Now, here's the exciting news. Here's what I'm pumped to tell you guys about. Yes, an OOTP marathon. Yes, this little indie, this little small game. We are having a marathon where you can watch many of your favorite streamers and participate in giveaways throughout the day. I had this idea. I said, wouldn't it be cool to do like a continuous streaming marathon one day before Christmas? And so, of course, you need approval for this. I can't just do it. So I had to send emails back and forth, and they liked the idea. They wanted me to organize it. And so I'm in the process of organizing this marathon. So I don't have all the details yet. I will get those to you either tomorrow or on Thursday. But yes, we are going to have an affiliate collaborative marathon stream. Yeah, you got it, Mr. Audit. Just like Tranquil Farms, except you're going to see different faces. And each of those faces has the ability to do a giveaway. So there's going to be giveaways. We are going to stream from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. on Thursday. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to stream for an hour each, and we're going to raid into each other. And each affiliate streamer is going to be allowed to do a giveaway. I can't announce what those giveaways are yet, but they'll be pretty similar for each streamer. There's just a couple differences that there might be with the giveaways. But that is going to be fun. That is going to be cool. And remember, we are not EA. We are not Halo. We are not Call of Duty. No, really, vanilla. It's not unlimited choice packs. Stick with me here. You know, I'm trying to get you a little bit. I know you jest. I know you jest. So yes, 12 hours of streaming Thursday, December 22nd. I'm going to kick it off at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then we're going to roll through different affiliate streamers. And Of course, you know who the closer is. The closer is going to be Dish with his new content stream at 9 p.m. So he is going to run, sometimes he runs an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on the content they're releasing. But he's going to come in as the Mariano Rivera of the OOTP affiliates. So check that out on Thursday. Again, you'll still have your normal drops. So you'll get your 10 packs, plus you'll get the 10 packs from Dish late at night. And then the streamers will be doing giveaways. I haven't filled up all 12 hours yet because, of course, it's a Thursday and many of the affiliates are probably working or have other responsibilities. I've got about half, a little bit more than half of the slots filled up. If I can't get 12 different streamers, some of us may do a couple hours, which we normally do on a given stream anyway. So we will fill up those 12 hours one way or the other, even if Tranquil Farms has to come in and do 3 or 4 hours just on his own. I'm sure he'd love to do that. So that's what I was excited to bring you guys today, is not only is it double the drops this week and next week, but we are going to have some celebratory Christmas cheer on Thursday. And if any of the affiliates are watching this stream now, get a hold of me on Discord. Send me a message if you're eligible, if you're free to do an hour, and I can let you know which times are still available. Whew! Glad to finish that. Well, you know what? We are almost an hour into the stream, and we haven't talked OOTP 23 yet. Not much anyway. So let's get to it. How did my teams do? Well, team number 1, the Rocky Mountain Gladiators, were in the Perfect League. And in that Perfect League, Puyallup again won in 7 games in a very close series. And you don't notice the Rocky Mountain Gladiator logo here. It's not there because we did not make the playoffs. And if you do not make the playoffs in Perfect League, you do not stay in Perfect League. So I am dropped down, the team has dropped down to Diamond, and we'll show you where we are in Diamond once we open up each team. So again, no success for our second trip to Perfect League. We were relegated. The Blue Jays, the Jim Unknown Blue Jays. You don't see their logo here. They were in Diamond, and we didn't make the playoffs. One of the few times that we haven't made the playoffs. It was a very meh year for the Jim Unknown Blue Jays. Wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. It was just a meh year. We finished kind of middle of the pack, not making the playoffs, but we did not get relegated. We were 3 games away from being relegated. So again, it was 2053 will not go down as a year of memories for the Jim Unknown Blue Jays. Thank you, Supernova 8516, for following the channel. Thank you. Hopefully you're having a good start to your holidays, and hope you enjoy some of the content. Hope you're playing OOTP and doing well in that. And if you're new, a lot of people here that you can ask for advice, whether it's in my chat or on Discord or on the OOTP development website. Lots of places that you can get advice. If you haven't visited the OOTP website, I recommend that you do, because on that website, the forum has a lot of different areas that you can go into and either post a question or look at some other questions that people have posted. Who are the value players? Talk about Sandy Koufax. Question about pitcher velocity. So again, if you're new and you get confused about anything, OOTP, go visit the website. Let me put that in the chat. Kind of a something you should probably bookmark at some point in time. I used to go there all the time, before Perfect Team and before Discord. That would be my reference point. Way back to, SI Sports Interactive, if you remember that from the early 2000s when OOTP used to be on their website with EHM, Eastside Hockey Manager. Yeah, so it's a great website. It has not only OOTP 23, but it has FHM, the hockey, and on the main page, if you don't own the game yet, have they made any announcements for sales? Let's refresh their Twitter here. Are they having any Christmas sales yet? Nothing posted yet. So if you're looking to buy the game, I'd say wait another day or two, because chances are you'll be able to get it for $19.99 or less. Same with the hockey one. That will probably go on sale too. So again, right on the main page, ootpdevelopments.com, you can find links to the forum. You can find links to the Discord, to the podcast where we have Sporer and Rich on a lot of times, other guests as well. So that is, let me just put the main site in the chat as well. There you go. Bookmark it on your browser. So the Jim Unknown Blue Jays had a unmemorable season, and then we get to the theme team. First of all, in the Diamond, I got to congratulate the Insufferables, the Merseyside Insufferables, for taking the Diamond League I was in, or the Jays were in. Well, now we get to the theme team. And yeah, I kind of want to cry in a way. Not really, but it was sad. So the Lights, Camera, Action theme team didn't have to play wild card. We swept the division series. We went up against Sonic Youth theme team in the Final Four. And then in the World Series, we came up against the #1 team in the league, the New York Metropolitans. They were better than us by 1 game in the regular season. I mean, look at those records. There were 4 theme teams in rookie. All 4 of them had over 100 wins. There's something to this theme team madness. So we finished second, which meant that we didn't get home field advantage. And we went down to game 7. I like to story tell. You may have noticed. Game 7. We were behind 2-0. Okay. We were behind, I believe it was 3-1. Going into the top of the 9th. With 2 out and 2 on, Giancarlo Stanton from the Lights, Camera, Action from my team. We're down 3-1, 2 out, top of 9. Giancarlo Stanton hits a deep home run to right field. And I'm like, yeah, take that, New York. Top of 9. And I didn't know the results. I was just watching the highlights. Because I don't like to look at the score. I like to look at the highlights of the last game. So we're up 4-3. Heading to the bottom of the 9th. Bottom of 9 comes along. They put a couple people on base. We get to 2 outs. We're up 4-3. We need 1 more out. Just 1 more out. And we win the Rookie World Series. They get a base hit. Drives in the tying run. It's 4-4. And in my mind, I'm going, okay, this is OOTP. This is what happens. This is the Mr. Audit graph, right? Where you're woot and then woot in the 8th or 9th inning. Mr. Audit talks about that all the time on Discord. So it's 3-3, or no, it's 4-4. Yeah, it's 4-4 and 2 outs. And they hit a 3-run shot, walk off to win the game. So they win 7-4. We were down to the final out. We just couldn't make it happen. And my disappointment comes in, not that we lost to a really good team, but the fact that we had a lead and the computer brought in my closer, perfect Mariano Rivera. They brought him in the 8th inning. And by the 9th inning, he didn't have enough stamina left. So they brought in an 84 reliever in the 9th inning. And he just fell apart, gave up the 3-run homer, and we lost. But congratulations to New York. They were the best team in the regular season. They are a fellow theme team. And I can't, be too upset because we did our best. And that's what happens. Sometimes you win these games and sometimes you lose them. And speaking of the theme team, let me tell you about the recent additions. These were the additions that I made over the weekend that helped us get to the final. We added the 97 Diamond Mission Edition, Curt Schilling, which is pretty easy to get. And Mr. Curt Schilling was eligible because he was in an episode or two of the TV show Airless. You've seen that TV show? At some point in time, Curt Schilling was in there. So he was added. He became, I believe, our number 3 starter pitcher. Also, another mission pitcher, I was able to add Pedro. I couldn't afford the perfect Pedro, and he started Game 7 for us. He was our Game 7 starter, and he did pretty well. He only gave up 3 runs in 7 innings. Pedro was in an obscure TV show or movie called Poncheo. Poncheo, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So, yeah, Pedro Martinez, I've never even heard of this before. That is the only claim to fame that got him on Lights, Camera, Action. So I can use any Pedro card that I want to use because he was in Poncheo. And I added at the last moment in the playoffs, Rod Carew. He was on the card shop for about 34,000. I had 36,000 perfect points. Big improvement at second base. So I said, why not? I'm going to the finals. I might as well add a stud. So Rod Carew was in a couple episodes of the TV series George Lopez from the early 2000s. So that qualified him. So those were 3. Without these 3 additions, I might not even make it to the finals. Then I added the mission Ted Williams, the bad Ted Williams, not the good one. He was mainly a bench guy coming up to pinch hit against the lefties, but he was in a TV show called Mulligan Stew. Never heard of it before. A musical nutritional show for kids. Sure. Okay. So I got to add him to the team. On Saturday, I put in a buy order for Johnny Bench for 79,000, thinking I'm not going to get him. He's going for over 100K. And lo and behold, a few hours later, someone fulfilled my buy order for 79,000. So that's why I always emphasize, don't be afraid to put in a lower buy order. Be fair, be reasonable. But sometimes people just want the points and they complete a mission and they sell off their card to the current highest buy order, which was mine at 79,000. And all you Reds fan like Gorgo, Mr. Johnny Bench was in a few things. He was in Married with Children. He was in the TV show Mr. Belvedere, both playing himself. In the 1970s, he was in The Partridge Family, where I guess he played the part of a pool waiter. From baseball all-star to pool waiter. And he was in an episode of the TV series Mission Impossible, where he was captain of the guards. So I was able to use Johnny Bench fairly confidently because he's been in a lot of TV. And here is the reliever I had in the 9th inning. Blew it for me. Kazuhiro Sasaki, the 86 gold reliever that was in the TV series Musashi. And speaking of breaks, one coming up right now. We'll see in 90 seconds and go into each of the teams. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back again. Hopefully your Monday is going fairly quick if you're at work and, have your computer or your phone kind of on silent. You can't hear what I'm saying anyway. You're just collecting the packs. I know, I see you. I'm watching. I see you collecting those streamer packs. But if you are new to the game, you can play again a lot of different tournaments, and you're allowed to play 2 draft tournaments where you draft cards that you want to use in the tournament. And this is my current favorite. It fills up really quickly. It is the Daily Perfecto Evening Draft. 128 teams and 16 prizes, all the way from a silver choice pack all the way to a perfect. And Mr. Audit, I'm going to admit to you something here. I'm a little intimidated with the weeklies. I've never tried a weekly. It just, for one thing, it uses up your whole week of slots. So I could play 7 dailies rather than 1 weekly. Now, I know the prize is probably better in a weekly, I would assume. But I know a lot of the really, really high-end managers that really know what they're doing play the weeklies. And I'm good, but I don't know if I want to waste one of my 2 slots for a weekly to get crushed in the first round when I could play 6 or 7 daily tournaments. So yeah, just being, upfront with you that I haven't played the weeklies because they're a little intimidating for you. Okay. So usually they don't fill until right up until a couple days before. Yeah. Okay. I may try one. Same with the showdown on Fridays. I played a lot of those last year, but we were only allowed 1 tournament slot last year. Now we're allowed 2. I got to get more into those Friday ones because you never know what can happen in the Friday ones. Winner take all. I think I know the good cards. It's just the sliders and the settings that I need to get better at. I need to have you on, Mr. Audit, on a stream sometime where we just talk about strategy. If you're ever willing to do that, get a hold of me because that's my weakness right now is proper draft sliders. I'm okay in regular league, but the daily drafts or the weekly drafts, finding an approach to be more successful, that's my weakest part of OOTP right now. Dailies and weeklies often become quickies. Oh, Mr. Audit, stop being so modest. Stop being so modest. I see how well you do when Dish shows the weekly updates. You're always in the top 10. But I get it. Yeah. I'm that way too. If I am performing well, I don't celebrate all over social media. Yeah, I won in your face. It's like, yeah, okay, I won. Move on to the next one kind of thing. All right, so let's get this draft underway. The winner will get a perfect card, the second place, a high diamond, and so on. So this is the year 1992. So 1992, again, it's probably one of those, is it kind of the transition, Mr. Audit, between contact and power? Let's talk 1992. I would think you want, now, correct me if I'm wrong, you be the teacher here. 1992 pitcher wise, you probably want movement and control. Those are probably more important than stuff. And batter wise, you probably want contact, speed, gap power. Is that what you're looking for 1992? So again, with the perfect draft, you get to pick 2 players each round, and they're all perfect cards. So let's go and let's choose Bob Gibson, who's got stuff, movement, and control. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is power would be less until you get to the 2000s, and then you've got the steroid era, and then power probably becomes more important. So I'm thinking contact, speed, gap power, probably more important, and pitching wise, probably movement and control. All right, let me take that off so you can see all the names, and let's go full screen. So Bob Gibson, for sure. And if you're new, try to avoid the live players. Even though they might be your favorite players, you don't want to draft live cards in tournaments unless you can avoid it. So I have 3 to choose from: a pitcher and a couple shortstops. So Arky Vaughan, high contact, low power, decent eye, 89 defense, or Phil Rizzuto, better defense, but a lower contact and eye. I'm going to go with Arky Vaughan. I'm going to go with the sacrifice. Wow, again, 91 infield range compared to 93. And you may say, laptop, 2 points different is not a lot in range. Go with the better hitter. But I say to you, 2 points in range is a huge difference, especially if the 127 teams I'm competing with take good defensive shortstops. What you want to remember is that your cards and their ratings are based off of the tournament ratings that you're in or the league that you're in. So, for example, Brooks Robinson, one of the best third basemen in the game. If you have the second best third baseman and everyone else has Brooks Robinson, your third baseman's probably going to suck because he is competing against the ratings of better third basemen on average. Now, if you have the only Brooks Robinson and everyone else has a lower third baseman, let's say Kelly Gruber, your Brooks Robinson is probably going to do very well, especially defensively, because his ratings outweigh the lower ones. So even if you have a 2-point difference in range, that could be huge. Now, Mr. Audit mentions also error, arm, double play. 110 for Rizzuto for double play, Arky Vaughan. So I'm going to sacrifice the offense, and I'm going to go with defense. Shortstop, center fielder, definitely 2 areas you want high range and high arm error, all those other things. If you're going to sacrifice something, sacrifice the defense at first base or left field. Don't sacrifice your shortstop or center fielder. Now, I'm going to need 2 shortstops, but for now, I'm going to take Phil Rizzuto. Rizzuto and Gibson. It's easy when you have 3 live players because you're not taking those. So I eliminate Kevin Gausman for sure, and I'm eliminating Adley because he's not a good catcher. So now I'm down to 4. I know Nap LaJoie is the second baseman right now. He's the second baseman most perfect teams have on their league team. Defense, he doesn't have a lot of competition at second base right now. So I'm taking Nap LaJoie. He's a given. Look at that contact, 118. He's going to hit for you, maybe be a good number 2 hitter in your lineup. Shoeless Joe, I love this card. He's been passed now, but at one time it was the premier left fielding card. Here you can sacrifice a little bit of defense in left field. He can also play right or center if need be. And good gap power, good contact. For 1992, you can sacrifice the power and eye. So Shoeless Joe, in my opinion only, I am not a financial advisor. I am not an OOTP advisor. I'm going to go Shoeless Joe and Knapp. Kenny Lofton, he'd be a decent choice for center field, but I'm hoping I get a better one coming, like an Oscar Charleston. So LaJoie and Jackson, and the reasonings for that. Round number 3. And again, these are all perfect cards. So here is where I hear a lot of people saying always take a Topps bunt card in a tournament. I don't completely agree with that because there's some bad Topps bunt cards. But Carlos Rondon is kind of on my radar. But as a bullpen guy, I don't want him starting with that control for 1993. So we'll consider him. Billy Hamilton. This is the tournament edition one. So the better Billy Hamilton. Look at that speed for 1993. You know, when Ricky Henderson was still running the bases, Tim Raines. I don't know if Ron LaFleur from the Expos was from that time period. But look at that defense in left field. I've already got Shoeless Joe, but I could move Billy Hamilton to center. He's got good range. His arm's not the greatest. His error's okay, but he'll do okay at center field. So I'm going to take Billy Hamilton. I love that speed. Definitely a leadoff guy. Yeah, you want him leading off, I would think, for now. And then you could go with a stud catcher. Really good defense. You're going to sacrifice offense. You're not going to get out a lot of Russell Martin offensively, but you don't want to forget to draft a second catcher. So I'm going to take him. Just so I have that. I can put him defense only if I want to, like have him come in every 4th or 5th game and in defensive situations late in the game. So I'm going to take Russell Martin and Billy Hamilton. I know Rondon is probably you're yelling at your screen, Mr. Audit, Rondon. But I think in modern era, yeah. But I think I'd rather have Martin and Jackson. All right. Anytime I see this card, and I love the card art, it's one of my favorite cards in the game, I take them. I'm just taking them. I don't care what era, if it's 1944 or 1987. I'm taking Lou Gehrig. Definitely platoon him against the righties. So hopefully I can find a complimentary first baseman that I can match him up with for the other side. And I think I will go. Doesn't matter when you take relievers, guys, because they're all perfect cards. If you take a reliever round 1, take them. Rob Dibble. Then, all right, this is a little tough. I either go Derringer, who I think is a better pitcher in 1993 with those ratings, or I go Rob Nen. Yeah, might need some advice here. Those of you that play a lot of tournaments, you go Nen or Derringer. I only have one starter right now. Nespresso, a Colombian Starbucks blend with half and half creamer and a little bit of butterscotch syrup. Not officially a sponsor. But if they're listening, espresso? What do you guys think here? Derringer? Yep. I think because of the 1993 aspect, I agree with you, Steve. I was leaning towards him. All right. Always double check your lineup. Make sure you're not overloading one position because they won't get a lot of playing time. Also look for multi-positional players. Like Max Bishop can only play second base. I've got Nap LaJoie, and I think Nap LaJoie is going to be a starter. No matter which second baseman come up, he's going to be your starter. So Max Bishop would be a reserve, and I don't like his 1993 ability here. Jimmy Fox, a new card. This would be the complement to Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig against the righties, Jimmy Fox against the lefties. Going to take him. KK, we've got a KK break. Absolutely, I don't mind getting you caught up here. Explain the era part of draft choosing. You get confused because none of these players are from 1992. In other words, how does era really affect the players you choose if none of them are from that era? And yeah, please correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in the chat, but my understanding is that if you were to play the franchise game, right, just offline, you're playing the franchise game and you start in 1944 or 1992 or modern day, the settings within the game are calibrated. You know, the amount of home runs hit, the amount of strikeouts are unique to certain eras. Let me just do something here quick. How much time do I have on this draft? I've got 7 minutes. Let me do this quick. This should help you out a little bit. Where is that? Let's go back here. And so this is a chart that I use quite a bit. And again, it's the in-game engine of OOTP that plays the game differently depending on the era. They want to play it just like it was played at that time. So in the early 2000s, the steroid era with Mark McGwire and, you know, your big home run hitter, Sammy Sosa, and all these jacked up guys, there were a lot of home runs hit. So if you're playing a tournament that is 2004, you want power guys, right? Because the settings within the game are going to allow for more home runs. Whereas if you play 1925, there weren't a lot of home runs hit. There were a lot of singles, there were a lot of stolen bases, there were a lot of doubles. So you don't want to take Mark McGwire in a 1925 draft because he may only hit 15 home runs on the year for you. You want to take your high contact guys because at that time period, that's when these different ratings were of more use. So 1993, there weren't a ton of home runs. If you look at the home run leaders, it was much lower than modern or than the 2000s. You want guys with contact. You know, think of Roberto Alomar. Think of Jesse Barfield. Think of George Bell. Think of Tim Raines. Think of Carter. Think of Larry Walker. Yeah, they hit the odd home run, but they were gap hitters. They were contact hitters. So in a 1993 draft, that's what you want. Pitching wise, I love this chart that I think maybe Warbot came up with. And if you're in a draft from these different eras, time periods, you only need 3 starting pitchers. If you're in a draft from 1924, don't draft 5 starters. You don't need them because these 3 will pitch complete games. And you don't really need a pen. Maybe grab 3 or 4 pen guys, maybe have 7 pitchers in total. You don't need 12. So you're picking players to suit the era that you're playing in, even if they didn't play in that time period. You know, Jackie Robinson may do better in a 1950 draft than he would a 2018 draft because that was his era. He has the ratings that are more suited for that era. So I hope that helps. I don't know if that answers your question. Let me get back to my draft here. I could go into it probably a little bit more detail with examples, but I've got 3.5 minutes to finish this draft. So let's finish it off. So Jimmy Fox, again, good complimentary player. And like for this situation, KK, like Jimmy Fox has such great ratings all around. It doesn't really matter the era he plays in. Because he's got good contact. He's got good home run power. He's got good eye. So he can play in almost any era. All right, Jimmy Fox, and I better make things quick here. Going to grab Noodles Hahn because in 1993, you're looking for movement and control more so than stuff. Stuff's still important. You want stuff as high as you can, but movement and control are probably more important. You didn't have a lot of guys blowing away people in 1993. All right, I am going to take another movement control guy, Babe Adams. And I like Monty Irvin just because he can play any position. He can play anywhere. So you want those guys in tournaments. Hopefully I didn't pass up on a Mike Schmidt. Next, I'm going to take, we are down to 2.5 minutes. Got to make things quick. Another high movement control, Mort Cooper. I need more pitchers. And I'm going to wait on a better catcher. So I'm going to take Mookie Betts. When in doubt, take a top spunt. Kurt Simmons blew all across. I'm going to take Kurt Simmons, and I'm going to take one of the best third basemen in the game. I probably could take both, but I like Kurt Simmons. So I'm going to take Brooks Robinson. Mainly because of the defense, but he has some offense as well. Sam Crawford. Here's a case of, I think, an ideal guy for 1993. He reminds me of a jacked up Tim Raines. Really good contact, really good gap power, really good speed, can play anywhere in the outfield and can play it well. So I'm taking Sam Crawford for sure. And I'm going to take my second third baseman. Defense. Already have 2 first basemen, so I would normally take Ted if I didn't have a second one. I'm going to take Rube, maybe not, Doc White, and you can't go wrong with Hank Aaron. Can play many positions. So I've got 7 pitchers. I want at least 4 more, and I've got 3 more rounds. So I need 4 of these 6 cards to be pitchers. Greg Maddux and Jackie Robinson. Easy, easy. Never pass up on those 2 cards. Cliff Lee and Mickey Cochran. Here's my second catcher. And I'm taking it to the wire. 25 seconds left. Usually they give you a little bit more time, but I need another shortstop, center field, 2 pitchers. Ohtani, always. You're taking Ohtani, and I'm taking, I need 11 pitchers. And with 1 second to spare, we finish the draft. So yeah, I was keeping an eye on that. I was keeping an eye, and you don't want to test it out, especially in a perfecto draft, but usually they give you, another 30 seconds or so to finish the draft. All right, I'm going to put pitch counts in here on these guys. I just kind of usually go with 99. If it was an era like 1940, you might go 140 for pitch counts. The further back you go in time, the higher your pitch count can be. In fact, 1993, I could probably go even higher. I'm going to go 110. Should probably be checking the stamina on these guys. We're going to go 110. Now, I didn't draft a second shortstop. You may have noticed that I didn't have a second shortstop, but I remember that, well, we'll get to hitters in a sec. I always like to put just everyone on middle relief with a stopper, Kurt Simmons. Yeah, I guess he could be the stopper. I'm going to move Ohtani up. I think he's a little better than Gibson. And even Babe Adams, I'm going to move up. Gibson's good, but I think those other three are a little bit better for that time period, especially. So we're going to go all middle relief, some long relief, and then Kurt Simmons as a high leverage stopper. Strategy, 1993. Usually I jack down the stealing and base running, but 1993, there was some running going on. But these are all perfect cards. So if your opposition has some high-end catchers, you don't want to jack these up too much because they're going to be thrown out. So I'm gonna go something like that. Hit and run, a lot of contact. I've got some good contact guys. I got speed. Sack, bunt, squeeze play, bunt for hit. That's early eras. I would jack those up more if it was 1930 or 1920 because you saw that happen more. So basically for your sliders, what you want to do, think of the time period and what was the gameplay like in that time period? Did they steal a lot of bases? Did they hit and run a lot? Did they sacrifice a lot? And then set your sliders based on that time period. Pitch around, let's see. Pitch around, you always want to look for control. What is your control like? Remember, everyone has a perfect pitcher. So I'm going to just kind of keep it at neutral. I don't want to walk a lot of guys. Hold runner. Pretty crappy. Don't want to hold a lot of the runners. And these I always like to jack up a bit. And keep my starters in, my relievers a little shorter leash, and we'll go like that. These I usually always just put at 94 for my bench and 71 for the relievers. All right, we'll get to our hitters, but we do have a break coming up here, guys, so stay tuned. We will be back in 90 seconds. Thank you so much for watching Laptop Pound on Twitch. See you soon. All right, welcome back. What kind of ads did you get? Did you get video game ads? Did you get soft drink ads? Did you get car ads? Always curious. As a Canadian, I tend to get Tim Hortons ads or French ads or a video game for a new upcoming video game. Those tend to be my top three. Razor FMG, thank you for the emotes. It's always weird and crazy to see my name pop up there. And again, thanks for all the new followers today. Fabtron, Rom3S, Souk Ban, Dam 5, MC, J_Sam_, and Supernova 8516. Thank you. And Oak Ranchers or OK Ranchers, Cheese Truck 63, Michigator, Pine Cones 1988, RK Brass. Wow, you guys amaze me with your support. Thank you. All right, so when we left off, we were kind of assembling our team, and I'm trying to give you a little advice, and by no means am I an expert. I'm just kind of talking out loud with how I construct my team. This is my worst performing draft, so take it even with a bigger grain of salt. But this is how I put my batters together. For 1993, I'm going to look at contact and kind of sort them that way. So let me go to this screen, contact versus lefties. And I want my high contact guys, you know, towards the top part of the lineup. And my best power guy, I want number 4. Hank Aaron is my best power guy. So that means I'd have to take out one of these players here. And I'm going to take out Shoeless Joe. Shoeless Joe's good, but he's better against the righties. So I'm going to move Hank up to number 4. Actually, he's not my best power guy. I need to scroll up. Jimmy Fox is. There. Jimmy doesn't get it done. Hank can come in after. Lou Gehrig, pretty good hitter. So Jimmy Fox has really good contact. He's my best contact guy. So I'm going to actually move him up to number 3. Aaron to 4. And Gehrig. Yeah, I'm going to keep Gehrig at 5. You could move these around. In fact, I could do that. Maybe I'll do that. And then speed and stealing, Billy Hamilton needs to be the leadoff guy. Yep. As I mentioned earlier, I just like Nap LaJoie. He's my number 2 contact guy. I want him in the number 2 slot. And after that, you can kind of mix and match, maybe alternate right hitters, left hitters. So I like how that's looking. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Hank has to play left field. Or is Sam? Look at that, 123 in left field, 113 in right. And Hank is probably better in left. Yep. So Hank in left, Crawford in right. Yeah, I like that. Rizzuto, my worst contact guy, but he's in there for defense. So he's that prototypical shortstop in the number 9 slot. Cochran, yeah, I like that. All right, against the righties, contact-wise, Sam Crawford has the best contact. Hamilton is much lower. They both have good speed, but Crawford's better against the righties. Power-wise, Fox, Ohtani, Gehrig. Fox and Gehrig, I like where they are positioned. Ohtani. What is his hitting? I don't own an Ohtani, so this is new looking at this card. Hitting wise, against the righties, he's pretty good, but I'd sacrifice. They don't have, what are the positions? He's really good with his arm. I could play him right field or DH. But Gehrig and Jimmy Fox, I can't move around too much, and I'm not moving Jimmy Fox to 3rd. So Ohtani, ooh, this is tough. Shoeless Joe. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go right for Shoeless Joe, left. And Ohtani, I want coming in. I'm going to just have him come in every 2nd game. And Mookie, you're going to come in every 5th game. Rotate that right fielder. And Ohtani, I want you to be my number 1 pinch hitter. All right, I think I like that lineup. Shoeless Joe, I'm going to move up a bit. Contact versus right. Crawford, Fox, LaJoie, Rizzuto, and Cochran at the bottom. Yep. In fact, I might move Hamilton down. Again, this is just tweaking things a little bit. Not sure if it's going to make a difference, but hey, maybe. All right, catching wise, I don't want Russell Martin in every second game, maybe every fifth game, but I do want Russell Martin as a defensive sub because he has better defense. And every fifth game. Jackie Robinson, you can come in once in a while. And I usually don't have subs come in for the DH. If it's a really good DH, they usually don't get tired too quickly. All right. We will see how that goes, and I will update you tomorrow on tomorrow's stream. So don't forget, guys, I do stream 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So you can catch me at about 1:15 is usually when I start up. And remember, it is double the packs this week. Yes, you are getting double. You are getting a standard pack, and you are getting a silver pack up to a maximum of 10 this week and next week, plus an extra 10 for an official OOTP streamer, which this week is only Dish, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thank you, Nut Bunnies, TTC. Hey, we've got another theme team person in the building today. Well, speaking of theme teams, let me just enter one of those quick tournaments to try and get more free packs. So thank you, Nut Bunnies, for the follow. What is your theme team? Post it in the chat there. What do you run as a theme team? It is that time. We are. Not only are you getting packs, but we are going to open some packs today only on the theme team. We're going to save the Gladiators and the Jays until tomorrow. Let's let them get a day of game under their belt. Well, first of all, as I open up the theme team, you guys notice anything? You might have to look kind of carefully other than the packs. Do you notice anything? You notice something that my theme team did in the last 24 hours? And I guess you can't see it too well. Let me help you out a little bit. Let me take off the Christmas tree. Do you notice anything? Well, the toughest decision I've had in running my third week on my theme team is what to do with perfect Platinum 4 Sam Crawford. I went back and forth. I listed them and delisted them and listed them and delisted them. And then I brought him back for the playoffs yesterday. And after the playoffs, I listed him. And I listed him for $725,000. And he sold this morning at 6:01 a.m. And after taxes, I got $652,000. $500 perfect points. And I kind of regret it a little bit. I know you're saying, Lap, you got over 600,000 perfect points. But Sam Crawford, Oh, yeah, I showed him to you in the perfect draft there. He was a really good card that I could have kept the entire duration of this game. Or does a better Willie Mays come out? I don't know. But I thought if someone's willing to buy him for that much, I got to take a chance on it. You'll see the last 10 value is 671,000. There's still two people willing to pay over 600,000 for him. So I put him up for 725. And could I put him up for more and maybe got it? Yeah, maybe. But I thought that was fair. It was, about 50,000 more than level 10. I wasn't going to put him up for $1 million. I don't like to gouge that way. And he sold this morning. So I no longer have this card. And he didn't bring me the World Series yesterday, but he was my MVP in the conference championship. And I did train him up. So whoever bought him probably at the right time, because I trained him up to about 105 or 106 because I was playing him in left field. So yeah, that is the big change with the theme team, guys, as I was able to make a sale. And yeah, I know, poor me, you got 600,000 perfect points. I get it. I know. When you look at the value of perfect points, that is what, 2, 4, that's about $400 worth. You could spend $400 to get that. So yeah, that's a big cash in for sure. If it wasn't my perfect team, I would have kept him. But because this is a new team and I want to win some World Series, that 600,000 plus can go a long way to fill in a lot of gaps. All right, let's take a look at the perfect team, where we are right now, or at the theme team, where we're at, and then we'll open some packs. Pitching-wise, Roger Clemens is on the team. Clayton Kershaw, Kurt Schilling, Pedro Martinez, and Turk Farrell. In the bullpen, we have perfect Mariano Rivera. We have Nolan Ryan, Sasaki, Brandon Webb, Satchel Paige, Phil Koch, and Noah Syndergaard. Yes, who is in an episode of Vikings, along with Josh Donaldson, who is no longer on the team because there's just too many better cards out there. So that is what I'm running in pitching. In hitting, Sandy Alomar Jr., a bronze card. Johnny Bench, perfect Johnny. Don Mattingly, George Sisler, Rod Carew, Tony Lazzeri, 69 overall. And I got to tell you guys, I could have replaced him easily. But look at his stats. He hit 328 last year, and this year he's hitting 333. Don't mess with a player that's doing well. Frank Baker, Derek Jeter, the bad Ted Williams, Hank Aaron, choice pack card Mike Donlin, Giancarlo Stanton, and from The Simpsons, as a guest appearance, Darryl Strawberry. So every single one of these players that you see here has been in a movie, a TV show, or a theatrical production. All of them. So they all qualify. I still need to replace 2 pitchers. The only 2 pitchers that don't qualify are Iron Level Phil Koch and my number 5 starter, Turk Farrell. So they will be replaced soon. Where are we in the standings on this Monday afternoon? Well, currently in Stone, Lights, Camera, Action are continuing their pace from last year. We are 6-2 in Stone 205. And there are a lot of theme teams. Look at that. The team that beat us, New York Metropolitans, are 7-0. Are we foreshadowing another championship matchup? Are we going to see them again in the finals? Because that's the only way we'll play them, is if we see them in the finals. Thank goodness we're on opposite sides. So on my side, the theme teams we have are the Sequence ABCs. I don't know what the theme is. Obviously, it's players that ABC somehow. A Minnesota Twins theme team. So all players that have played at some point on the Minnesota Twins. They are 4-4. Warning Track Power. And I don't know the background behind a lot of these teams. So if you're in the chat, fill us in. They are 5-3. And you can always tell a theme team because it says TTC at the end. TTC. Theme team competitor, competition? I don't know. Daydream Nation, who we've been in the last couple seasons. They are back in our conference. They are 5-4. We beat them in the playoffs yesterday. King of the North. Hey, we probably got players that used to play on the Blue Jays or Expos, is my guess. So all these players, former Blue Jays, former Expos, they are 4-5. And in the other conference, we have the Kansas City 2K Royals. They are 7-2. Theme Team Crew. Thanks, Cubs fan. Again, I only joined Theme Team a couple years ago, or a couple weeks ago. So some of the terms are a little new to me. So Kansas City Royals. We've got the New England Yard Goats. So maybe players that played in the New England era or born in the New England area. They are 5-3, and they won Rookie League one season. Team Tom. That's a pretty easy one. Everyone's named Tom or Tommy or Thomas. Lots to choose from there, I would imagine. We have the New York Yankees theme team. Not starting off very well. They are 2-7. Cubs fan, what league are you in? What league is your theme team in this week? We have my new rival. These forevermore will be the rival of Lights, Camera, Action as they beat us in 7 games. There's their little green rookie championship. Yeah, I'm not bitter. There you go. We will see you again. We've got the North Side Kaluti. No idea. North Side? Is that like Chicago area maybe? Maybe Cubs players? Looks like it. Looks like a lot of former Cubs. Yeah, I'm guessing probably Cubs players. They've got, look at this. They've got 3 rookie championships. So they kind of go back and forth. Next, we've got the Upside Down Snails. This is a cool one. I'm curious how this team does. So this is Snail Man. Really, really good mind in the OOTP world. And Snail Man is running an Upside Down team. These are all two-way players, but playing in their weaker role. So that's why you see all these normal pitchers batting, and all the normal batters are pitching. Very cool theme. I don't think it could, I would highly doubt it could make it to Diamond, simply because that would be a tough task. But yeah, kind of cool. We've got the Alliteration Aces. So all players have the same first letter, first name and last name. So TTGGMM, pretty cool. I thought of this one actually before, and then I saw that someone else was using it. So a lot of research there. So they are running Dizzy Dean, Barney Brown, Chris Carpenter, Bob Bruce, Sixto Sanchez, and they are 6-4. So I believe there's about 20 theme teams in this league right now. And we currently we're tied for the best record in our conference. We're 6-2. Only 4 get promoted, so only 4 will go up to Iron, and looks like 6 will get relegated. Wow, someone's at 0-10. Not my Gladiators, a different Gladiator team. 0-10. Wow. Sometimes I like looking at the bad teams just to see what cards they're using. And I mean, it's not horrible. It's not like they're all Iron cards. But even in Stone, this late in the cycle of the game, you got to have some of those meta cards or platinum cards. So that's currently where we are at right now in our last game against the Kingston Axemen. Let's take a look. What is their record? They are 4-4. And in that last game, 11-0. Oh yeah, New York Metropolitans, we're coming after you. We are coming after you. So Kurt Schilling pitched for us in this game, the Mission Kurt Schilling, which most of us had at some point in time. Frank Baker was the player of the game, and Kurt Schilling went 7 innings. I do not use the 18 batter, 60 pitch count approach on my theme team. Maybe if I get to higher levels, but I haven't needed to. They're winning like 130 games a year. Yep, I'd say the hitters are hitting. Ted Williams, a home run. Frank Baker, a home run. Ted Williams, the bad Ted Williams, is hitting 471. Sorry, Ted. You're the not good Ted Williams now. I'm not going to use the word bad. That's too negative. All right, guys, let's go to the choice pack. So apparently I did well in 2 tournaments. I don't think it was the perfect draft one, but it was 2 daily tournaments that I have choice packs. But let's see what kind of cards I'm looking for. Mission-wise, I'm focused on the Cooperstown. Cooperstown 5. So right now, the top ones are Jimmy Fox. I've got 20 points. Stan Musial, I've got 60 points. I already have Johnny Bench in my lineup, so I don't need him. I bought him directly off the card shop. I'm not going to worry on finishing that mission. However, Tris Speaker, I have 120 out of 300. Now, grant you, I have 662,000 perfect points. I could probably buy these cards really easy. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste money on missions. So let's try and get what is this? This is hits, CC5 hits. So I'm going to go to my choice packs and we're going to look for hits cards that I don't have. So I've got a gold and a silver. Let's start with the silver. Who here qualifies as hits? Matt Holliday? Look up each player individually. He is extra base hits. That's my second choice. That's going to be a pitcher, but hey, I always like to double check. Tony is reliever. I've already got Mariano Rivera, so I don't need to finish that one. Victorino is extra base hits. That's Stan Musial. Gallardo is probably going to be Maddox, I'm guessing. Nope. Gallardo is Rivera. Andy. is Walter Johnson and Jason Kipnis. Come on, Jason. Be the Tris speaker. Nope, Stan Musial. So because I have Mariano Rivera completed already, I'm not going for those two. So it's got to be one of these hitters, Holiday, Victorino, or Kipnis. And we're just going to go with that one selling for 10,000, 14,000, and 13,000. We're going to go Holiday. Why not? So more points to go towards Mr. Stan Musial. And we'll open up the second choice pack. This one, a little better one, a gold pack. And these are the choices that we have. So we do have our last ad break coming up here, guys. Again, thanks for tuning in and collecting your packs. I will be back in 90 seconds. We'll rip some packs, and then we'll call it a stream. Be back right after the message from our sponsors. All right, guys, welcome back. We are here for our last 15 minutes, and then we're out of here. Choice pack, gold pack, and 3 cards fit the Tris speaker mission, which we're the furthest ahead on. We've got 40% complete. So I went through them all, and I think this is the best choice. Phil, because Phil is selling for 20,000 if I chose to sell him, but he's also part of 2 missions, part of the Tris speaker and part of the catcher in CC3. So because he's part of 2 missions and the mission I'm ahead on, we're going to take him and add him to the mission collection. All right, so if I go back up to the missions, we'll take a quick peek here, see what we got going on. And now Tris speaker, we are 47% complete. So yes, that is definitely a card I want to add to the collection because Tris speaker was in a movie or TV show, so he would qualify. All right, let's rip some packs. Let's get the pack ripping. If you're still on stream, where are the dogs? Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, yes. Get those dogs going. Get the hype going. We want anyone that was a movie, a TV, a theatrical performer at some point in their lifetime, before, during, or after their baseball career. So let's get going. Yes, Cubs fan Steve, let's do this with the gold card. And most live players from today were not in movie or TV. Some, but not a lot. And again, if I get some good doubles, they will go up on the card shop looking for Plat 4. I just want Plat 4 to add for the possible missions. Oh, Yuka. Yuka, we've pulled a 78 Mike Lowell. Part of the CC1 mission. We will keep that one. And we have a diamond. Cubs fan, you brought it today. Yes, this diamond is the hype from Cubs fan. What do we got for this diamond here behind door number 2? Oh, see, come on, Platinum 4. Ryan Hesley. And I'm taking the perfect points. Sold. All right, 1 diamond so far, 1 gold so far. No Platinum 4 yet, but we do have another gold to go along with the live silver. And Liam Hendricks, you are sold. It's a good pack. We had a gold and 2 live silvers, as opposed to this one, 2 bronze and 4 iron. All right, let's keep going. Come on. Where is that diamond? Where is that perfect card? What do we got going on here? Oh, we do finally get a Plat 4 bronze and our third gold. What do we got? Remember Gorgo pulled him 3 times on Sunday, I think, or Saturday? Pete Fairbanks. And then Gorgo left him on stream. Gorgo started talking about something and kind of left him like this for like 5 minutes. And yeah, he is a quick sell. Since I've already finished both those missions, and Randy is not a duplicate, so I got to keep him. Silver Rube Marquard. What mission are you part of, sir? CC3. One more diamond would be nice. Let's end off with one more diamond. Come on, OOTP. It's a celebratory week. We've got double the pack drops. We got a marathon Thursday coming up. We got faceless players. Oh, yes. Yes. Please be someone that played in a movie, a TV show, or in theater. Yes, a theme team. Perfect card. The last time we had a perfect card on the theme team was Sam Crawford. Wouldn't it be something if this was another Sam Crawford? This one I would keep. He would be staying on the team. All right. All right. What do we got? There's still over 100 of you here. Live, perfect, bare minimum. What do we got going on here? And behind door number 3, we have the one and delayed and it wasn't a babe, but it was a starter who I have no idea. Billy Pierce, if any of you are near Google, Billy Pierce, IMDb. Did he play in any kind of movie, TV show, theater performance, or is this a card I'm going to have to sell? His numbers don't look great. He's only selling, well, not only, but he's selling for about 50,000. He is part of the Vida Blue and the CC4 war mission. So if he qualifies, he stays, as he will be a huge upgrade to my team. Otherwise, he gets sold off. Wow. We got a diamond. We got a perfect. We can't end on that perfect. We got another silver. This time a dead ball silver batter. When you're on a hot streak, you can't stop opening packs. We got another gold. Gold number 5. This time it is Zach Gallen. And another gold. Gold number 6, I believe. This time it is. All of our golds so far have been live players. All right, we're opening one more pack. We're going to keep the other 8 for now. Pretty happy with what I pulled, ecstatic with what I've got so far. And we end off with a Cardinal Platinum 4. So that's what we're looking at right now. Again, going to hang on to those for now. Keep that nice little rainbow color looking there. And let's go check in on our missions. See if we finished anything. Just that top bunt one, which I don't want to cash in right now because I may want to sell off that card instead. Although I would get a diamond pack. Babe Adams would have been nice, Sean. Sean773, yes, Babe Adams would have been nice. All right, let me see. Let's go stop screen and present my regular screen. All right, guys, we are going to end off the stream here. I want to do a quick check, see if there's anyone to raid into and give them over 100 viewers. And currently, no one else is streaming right now. So they will lose out on having your wonderful, wonderful faces on their stream, or at least their names on their stream. Don't forget tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow is the 10,000 perfect point giveaway. Be here towards the end of the stream. I will be giving away 10,000 perfect points. And on Thursday, we have the marathon of OOTP affiliates from 11 a.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. We will be cycling through, and it was an idea I had that OOTP approved of. So I'm pumped. I'm excited to have a lot of streamers on Thursday, and they will be doing giveaways at some point on their stream. So maybe book Thursday off. You know, if you got a holiday, if you got a vacation day, if you have the ability to stay home and just watch OOTP, Thursday would be a good day to do that. So check that out. As always, guys, so wonderful to have you here. We opened some packs, and thank you so much for supporting me, supporting the channel, supporting my YouTube account. If you've watched any of the YouTube videos, you guys make this all worthwhile. I feel like I've made some friends while I stream here because I see you guys every day or every time I stream or on other streams. So thank you guys for tuning in. Again, it is a great day for baseball. Always a great day for baseball, especially if you have the warm weather. And as I always say, be kind to yourself and to someone else this week. Big week for people. A lot of stress for a lot of people as well. And just, be kind to yourself, treat yourself well, and treat others well too. So we will be back tomorrow at 1:15 Eastern. Again, no one to raid into right now, unfortunately. So we will leave the stream there. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day. I got a guest coming on tomorrow. Not anyone famous, but I got someone coming on to help me with one of the historical matchups. We haven't done one of those in a while. Remember these? Let me put it on the screen here. Where do we got it going here? Remember these? Where we have two teams facing off and they're going to make the final tournament of 16. I got someone coming on tomorrow that's going to help participate, and they're going to play against a team that you guys suggest. He's going to pick one of your suggestions and go up against you with his all-time favorite team. No one that you know, no one famous, just someone that I know that's going to join me on stream tomorrow, probably at the beginning of the stream around 1:30 Eastern. So come check that out, and maybe he'll pick your team to go up against to join this list here. Have a wonderful day, guys. Laptop Hound is shutting off the lights in the studio. We'll see you next episode. Thanks for watching. Whoa, before we do that, Cubs fan Steve, what did you sell for $875,000? I missed it. Oh, Schmidt. Cobra. Was that an affiliate pack? Did you get an affiliate pack from me, or was that from Tetsuiji earlier? How did you get that, Mike Schmidt? That's exciting. And Cubs fan, you sold yours for $875,000? If you guys missed it, I sold my Sam Crawford for $725,000. So not quite Schmidt level, but still probably one of the top non-bunt cards in the game. Attorney pack are yours. I'm taking ownership of that, Cobra. That was a pack you got from me. Woo! Celebrate. And I did pull a perfect card about 10 minutes ago. So, hey, maybe that's good timing. All right, Steve, or Cobra, we will hopefully talk to you tomorrow. I'm curious what you're going to do, if you're going to keep it or if you're going to sell it off. And same with Steve, Cubs fan Steve. Why did you sell it off? Was it a card that you just would rather have the perfect points to build up your team, or was it something that was on a theme team that you couldn't use? Always curious why people sell off the big cards like I did with Sam Crawford. So yeah, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes here in case some of you are waiting to get that last minute or two to get your packs. I don't know who else is streaming today. Remember, TJ is not streaming tomorrow, so you will not be able to get TJ packs tomorrow. He is off for a couple weeks. But we do have giveaways. Once again, we have giveaways coming up on Thursday. For all of those that are participating in the marathon streaming session, starting at 11 and ending at 11 Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, I'm signing off. Have a wonderful day. Great pack there, Cobra. Excellent.